Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of Aussie Garage. Today we're back talking with Mike with his XD Falcon, and we're also talking to his mate Simon with his HZ GTS Monaro. So let's get stuck into it. All right, so back here with Mike, XD mate.
Yeah, another Ford. Yeah, I got a bit of a spot for Fords.
Yeah.
So this is a 1979 V8 body, original colours polar white as well. So I've taken back to original colour. It was set up as a drag car, so it was black, had the shortened 9-inch coilover suspension. I've gone back to the original suspension on that. Haven't got the 9-inch anymore, but yeah, this is more of a granddad cruiser, not for the power or punch of that. This one's just for cruising.
So you put it back to street basically?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it didn't have a cage or anything like that?
No,
in it?
no cage to that.
Now, the more I look at this thing, the more little things that I notice. The first thing I've noticed is these bumper bars aren't plastic.
Yeah, no. When I got it, these were steel, so different, and I can see a lot of hours have gone into these bumpers. And I've had some people say they prefer the old bumpers, but these don't bend in the sun or anything, and they look really nice. You know, so I'm really happy. They're only missing that top strip there. You know, for once again, you know. But that's the only thing you can really pick on it. Other than that, they're not going to move, and they're solid as, and they look really good.
Look, I really like the look of them. That was the first thing I noticed when I looked at the car, and I thought, man, someone's done a great job on those.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I'm not taking credit for that.
Yeah, fair enough. And I noticed that you've got the fat stockies on here as well.
Yeah.
So that's just to keep it a bit grandpa spec.
Yeah, grandpa spec. Summerfield Engineering. I'm doing a lot of name dropping here, but they're really good. They're down Bell Divers.
Yep.
They do all the rims and that, and so I sent in 14-inch rims. They did the 15-inch. They did 7s for the front and 8s for the rear, and the offset I wanted and that, you know, so really good company to work for.
351 obviously?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that it's not the race motor then? Is this a motor you built for it?
No, the bottom end was a race motor. I just left it as it was. We just changed the heads and that, and it's pretty stock, you know. It had a solid cam in it, now it's got a hydraulic cam.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
They just calmed it down a little bit.
calmed it down, yeah.
Yeah,
So
sweet.
it's not going to break, that's for sure.
Yeah, so how long have you had it, this one then?
It's probably about 3 or 4 years now, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it took about a year to do up. So been repainted and that, you know, completely stripped and put back together. So it took about 14 months, this one.
Yep, well, that's not too bad.
But the thing with XDs, once again, you know, it's so hard to find the parts, and also because it started the plastic cars and all that. I learned about the fuel tanks because these are plastic fuel tanks. And so apparently one of the stories I heard was people were really wary about when they had problems with the plastic fuel tanks. And so the story was they filled one up and they dropped it from a 5-story building and it didn't break, you know, so whether it's true or not, you know. But the plastic parts, they break a lot and all that, you know.
All right, well, let's pop the bonnet and let's have a quick look at what's going on under there.
Okay.
Awesome, very clean, mate.
So the whole idea is just try and make it look original as much as possible. All new brake lines, everything we've done is brand new, as much as possible. You still can't buy brand new bottles or anything like that. But apart from that, yeah, as much as possible we can do original. The air cleaner obviously is aftermarket. I do have the original one there. But
you said you've got that right there. You were going to show us what that one was all about.
Yeah, so this here was a task in itself to get this together. So you can see the original air cleaner and that, you know, so as they were with your clips and all that. One of the challenges, I had it luckily, is these clips here apparently are rare as, and you can't buy them.
Okay.
So if anyone's got those they can sell, you know, I'm sure Subaru would be interested in buying them.
It's just those little things these days, isn't it?
Yeah. So another thing I found hard to get to was the window sills on your windscreen and that. They're like rocking horse as well. So yeah, just really hard to find parts. Like I said, we've been lucky with Subaru and that, and I probably supported their business for a long time now.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. you and many others, I'm sure, mate. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go and have a check out of the interior. Just very tidy in here.
Yeah, it's actually got S-Pack dash and all that, you know. So that was nice. one of the nightmares of this car, and it still gives me a little bit of issues, is the vacuum tubes behind the dash for all your vents and all that. They're all rotted, and yeah, so we had to change all those out.
Yeah, okay, so, and that can be a spaghetti incident.
Yeah, you definitely need the diagram, putting it all back together and that, you know. So no, it's been a challenge, you know, but it's been good.
Yep.
Good fun.
Did you have the seats redone?
No, that was done like that too. So these are BA, I think.
Yeah, well, it's definitely the XR6 fabric.
Yeah.
Whether they've just retrimmed.
Well, the original trim on this one was the charcoal brown, so I wasn't in a hurry to put that back in here.
Yeah.
Sorry for people who got charcoal brown interiors.
Yeah. No, that's it, mate. Yeah, no, that got dated fairly quickly. And you've stayed with the original steering wheel and everything?
Yeah. No, it's good.
Was that on it when you got it?
No, I had to go.
You had to go and find it?
Yeah, it was marketplace, I think, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
the challenges of parts. I spend more time with parts than what I did working on the car.
No, certainly it looks worth it, mate, because it's immaculate in here, very tidy. Yeah, so what dash setup did it have in it when it was a race car? Just the same as this? Or?
Same as this, but all the dash was broken and that, and it was, the bottom half was more or less just missing, but
yeah.
So, but that was all right. I knew what I was buying, and at the time was the height of all that pandemic and that, and like I ended up paying 30,000 for this as it was then, you know. So it was very popular during that period to buy stuff and that, you know.
Yep.
So, but I wasn't unhappy with that because it turned out to be a good car.
Yeah.
And it had no rust in it either, which was very rare.
And I don't think you'll have any problem getting that back out of it these days. So.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing was to find an XD with no rust, you know. Yep. So that was one of the benefits of it.
All right, well, let's roll around the back and see what's going on around there. All right, very neat and tidy again.
Yep, and there's these tubs you're talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can see the way they've done them. They just look factory, don't they?
So there's like, I think it's about, had to be about 40 mil insert they put in there, and then welded them in, and like you look underneath, you can't even see them at all. So the only evidence is just on the top side here.
You'd open the boot, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
You'd think it was just factory.
But now there's nothing more I need to do on this one, just drive it once again.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
And he's got the single exhaust coming out as a twin there, or is it?
Yeah, no, I did that because I'm trying for that. I used to get pulled over by these guys all the time, so it sort of looks like the police car. Yeah, okay. It's not the genuine police car, but I just because it's polar white, I thought I might as well just go for that theme. So it's a replica police car.
Nice. Right everyone, I'm here with Simon now, and Simon's got this HZ GTS. Mate, we've had a few of these on the channel. They're a popular item, these ones. So tell us a bit about this one. How long have you had it?
Great car. Yeah, I've had it just over 2 years. Yeah, picked it up from Queensland. So it was built in Sydney, most of its life in Wollongong, just south of Sydney. And then the owner I bought it off took it up to Queensland, and yeah, now I've got it over here in WA. Yeah.
So you've kept it fairly original. It looks fairly original.
It's all stock. Just done some mechanical stuff to it. Need to do a little bit into the interior that we haven't done yet. But yeah, it's all original, matching numbers, engine, transmission. It's got turbo 400, 308. Yeah.
So was it in this condition when you got it?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
It makes it easy, doesn't it?
It does, it does. It's nice and straight. It's it's not perfect, but it's a good drive. Yeah.
And the colour-coded bumpers were always a feature on these things.
They were.
You know, so that's really good. So do you know what colour this one is?
It's Atlantic blue. That's what came out of the factory.
So were you always looking for a HZ GTS, or was this just a opportunity came up?
Look, my dream car's a HT Monaro. So my first car was a HT Kingswood, bought it off my brother. Come from a Holden family, and my parents, they had a HZ Premier 253, and it's just, I've always loved Holdens. And then my second car was a HZ Premier as well. And then when this come up, and more affordable than the HT Monaro.
Yeah, I'll bet these days, yeah.
So I jumped at this.
All right, well, let's pop the bonnet.
Yeah,
let's have a quick sticky beak under there. All right, so the 308.
308.
5 litre. So mostly these came out with a 253, didn't they?
A lot of them did.
Yeah, so it's nice that you've got that extra.
And matching numbers, and factory air conditioning, factory power steering, which is good. I'm happy to have that.
What have you got behind the behind the engine? What gearbox?
Turbo 400, 3-speed, factory diff.
So just a Salisbury, I'd say. Yeah.
Salisbury.
So you said you had to do some mechanical work under here. What did you have to do?
Because I brought it over from Queensland, had to get it registered, so just mainly I had to do up the power steering was leaking, suspension.
So just a few little
just
things,
a few
really.
little things. Haven't done anything major. I fixed up the electrics myself. Yeah, so just cleaned it all out, took it back to just what was needed, really. But yeah, the guy I bought it off, he'd had the motor rebuilt, and he added the yellow terra heads and the Holly. I've got the original carby and the heads, so just go a little bit of extra without going overboard.
No worries. Well, let's go and have a look in the interior and see what it looks like in there.
Interior is all original, yeah, with the dash and the radio. I haven't got it wired up, but at least it looks the part.
Yeah, well, you can get them all Bluetooth now, can't you?
You
so that
can,
they look
yeah.
like the original radio.
Which I think's great. It's a good way. You just want it original.
So you've got the tartan inserts in this one as well?
Yeah, so that came from the factory.
Yeah.
So it's a 63X interior, so the buckskin with the tartan.
And you got the GTS dash, of course.
Yes.
Being
Yep.
the GTS steering. Was that the original one off?
That's the original, yep. The clock works, which a lot of them don't. So
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
It still works. Just had to change a few things, and I took all the wiring back out underneath the dash, which was a lot of excess wiring under there. But
Yeah, and like these cars, 40 years on,
Yeah.
you know.
Everyone's added stuff,
yeah,
taken
that's
stuff
it, or
out.
taken stuff away.
just got to do a little bit with the interior, the door card, the trim. So on this one's not the original. So they've added a different colour. But
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, it looks a slightly different colour.
Yeah.
The back ones match.
yeah, everything else matches, but the driver's door. But
Okay.
that's the project for down the track. But overall, yeah, it was for its age. I think it's in good nick.
It's in great condition, yeah. Like
Yeah.
even the hood lining's really nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any big holes punched in it or anything like that. Well, let's jump out and have a quick look around the back end.
No worries.
Just nice and tidy, that's all you need.
Yeah. Nothing special, but
Spare tyre, that's the main
that's
thing.
the main thing.
That is the main thing.
Some tools
Yeah.
and a spare tyre.
Yeah, definitely a must.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what it was with these HZ GTSs, but the exhaust pipes stick way out, don't they?
Way too far.
Yeah, they're just shin busters.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
and everyone you look at is the same. So I wonder whether they did them factory like that and people just kept it that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's something I want to do is redo the exhaust. And I actually prefer the angle
Little drop downs.
dual
Yeah.
drop downs.
So really nothing's been changed out on this car at all.
Not really.
Yeah,
no,
which is
yeah.
great for its
Little bit
originality.
with the engine, and that's about it.
But thanks heaps for having a quick
Thank
chat
you
with
very
us.
much.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries at all. And
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, enjoy the driving.
Will do, always.
Then we come across to our Mancave.
This is a relaxing area.
Yeah. So this is where we
Oh, awesome.
sit and have a few beers and that, talk about cars.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
This is an awesome setup. So obviously you got a lot of stuff in here. So you got another Marlowe sign up there as well.
Yeah, that one was one of my mates. He had that in his paddock, so he let me have that. So we framed her up, and yeah, so really appreciative of that. Looks
Yeah.
good.
So anyone that doesn't know what Marlowe's is, Marlowe's used to be a massive car parts store within WA. It
Yeah.
used to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Vic Park was a big store.
It was
I
our
think
favourite. Yeah, it was our
definitely.
favourite. Yeah. So that and commentaries.
Yep.
So
Commentaries.
then that was from HSV in City Motors in Perth.
Yep.
That one cost a lot of money. We've got police lights. So these are American police lights. So
Awesome.
yeah. So no, there's lots here. There's stories in all these cabinets and that. I'll
Yep.
tell you about the one story about that one. I think.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that one's a good story.
Yeah. So this one here, it looks all dusty now. I haven't touched it. But I got this from one of the guys I bought stuff from. So this was from a place called Fraser's Restaurant in Perth, and it was signed by Peter Brock. And the story is, and it's the guy who told me, he was genuine. There was 2 glasses signed that night, and one was given to the maitre d' and one to the chef, and he was given one from the maitre d' who was his mate. So that was the night before Peter Brock drove his last night. So that's quite special. I shouldn't be handling it, you know, but yeah, but that's pretty special.
Definitely special. You got another wheel
Yeah,
there?
that's for Peter Brock. That's a Peter Brock rim there, signed by him. There's white out ink on there. I don't know what it is. So there's stuff there, but I haven't touched it. And
Yep.
yeah, there's lots of stuff signed here and that. Yeah, a lot of memorabilia.
And
Lots.
the original fueling bloody cell.
Yeah, these are nice and light still. I don't know, for holding 40 litres of fuel of that, it wouldn't be light. You
Yeah,
know,
it
but
wouldn't be light with 40 litres of fuel, but yeah.
your HSV helmet, you know, so that's all been signed up as well. And we were at Bathurst 2007. That was when Windcup and Lowndes were driving forward. So that's all done as well. And
Oh,
so
wow.
you-
Yep.
Greg Murphy racing suit. So, and then more stuff behind here.
More panorama and stuff.
Yeah.
Mate, you're going to have to get a bigger area to showcase some of this stuff up, mate, I reckon.
Yeah, no, I
That's
think
for
so.
sure.
I love it when I go and look at other people's collections too, because you know this isn't very big, you know, but okay.
All right, mate.
All right.
So, yeah, I reckon that's it. Yeah. All right, Andy, what's going on with this one here?
Well, this is our variety bash car. Me and Mick, we do the variety bash every year. It's a 72 Valiant wagon.
Nice.
It's not overly modified. It's got a bit more suspension because of the weight we have to carry or spare parts. You spend literally 11 months of the year fixing it after the 8 days of the bash, which gives it hell across generally about 3,500 k's of rough gravel roads. This year's the Gibb River Road up in the Kimberley, so a bit of an epic trip getting there and back and actually running on it. So, but anyway, she's ready to go for September. We've just had the new exhaust put on, new carby, extractors. So hopefully we'll run a bit better than it was last year. We're a bit sluggish for this thing.
Do you raise funds for the bash?
Yeah, no, part of the deal is you have to raise a minimum amount of funds. We got, as you can see, MoMA is our sponsor, that's Mick's business. We've got a few others that we associate with. We take money off them and to put the stickers on the car.
Perfect.
And we do the odd fundraising event, sausage sizzles, whatever it takes. So this year we're hoping to raise about 20 grand for.
Perfect.
I think we got 14 last year, so try and better every year.
Yeah.
You got to raise a minimum of 8 to go in it. And I think last year 47 cars raised 1.1 million.
Wow, that's
So
awesome.
it's a serious event. Once we get going, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of partying after hours in remote areas, but the seriousness is it's about disadvantaged children in country towns, so that's what the charity's for.
You guys are doing a great job at it.
Cheers, yeah.
Especially if you can keep doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's something I guess you do a bit older in life.
Yep.
Most of the people on it are a bit old age like us, got a bit more time, and can chuck a few dollars into these old cars and keep them going, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And you've picked a big old girl to bloody do it in.
Yeah, we bought it like that. We've remapped it with the logos. With the bananas in pyjamas theme. Most of the cars have a theme.
Yep.
We've stuck with that because it's pretty easy. We've got the uniforms and we dress up and the kids love it, and yeah, we throw them toys and whatever we have for freebies when we go to the different towns, and yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Good luck with it, and send us a link and we'll put the link below for everyone to...
Yeah, we have a barcode that you can just click on
Great.
and donate. If any dollars, $10, $20 is always helpful.
Perfect, mate.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks,
All right,
Andy.
good.
All right, Mike, thanks heaps for having us out today. Really appreciate you showing us your cars. And also we got to chat to a couple of your mates as well while we were here, so that was just an added bonus. So thanks very much.
No,
and,
thanks for the opportunity too.
No
it was
problems
nice
at all,
meeting
mate.
you guys, and yeah, I can recommend it, highly recommend it to everyone. It was a good fun day.
Awesome, thanks so much, mate, and we'll see you about the traps.
Thank you. See ya.
Cheers.